22-point Yellow Jacket victory in the first installment in 1893 to the 8-overtime Classic in 2024. Clean, old-fashioned hate has had its moments, and we're ready for more here in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will take the first swing of the game. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. And Tech with the huge lead early, all the momentum swings, and Palmer obviously in the booth was pretty solid too.
It was one of those games, David, you just hated that somebody had to lose. And I think back to Haynes King at quarterback for Georgia Tech, throwing for over 300 yards, running.
Coming out aggressively. Makes a grab deep. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field. And right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. The give from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop it at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Now the play fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. Quick strike complete. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So Georgia Tech's offense will get the ball for the first time. He's only got a few games left to make that final impression on Heisman voters, but based on the season he's had so far, he's certainly run his way well into contention, David.
It's been unbelievable. It's been unbelievable to be a running back to impact the game this much. Consistently, week in, week out, take the physical pounding and still be elite. Finishing this season will go a long way to deciding whether he wins the Heisman, but so far, Baller, I've been impressed.
Man, durability is just something to behold. And when you think back to former Heisman winners at the position, especially at Alabama, guys like Mark Ingram or Derrick Henry, that's what those guys had as well. They seemed to get better as games went on, but they also got better as the season went on, and that's what this guy's doing now.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Back to pass, it's King. Using the quick game. There he goes. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. Four-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He leaves it with his back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
On the move, it's Matt. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
That's why, as a defense, you have to game tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one there.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you can tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long. With players like that, getting after him.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Finds his man. It's Bell. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. Third and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Makes the grab. It's Thomas. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line this week.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Fires on the move. Grabbed in the middle. It's dealt. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They'll run the screen, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. The corners are walked up tight. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Here comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Stockton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's King. Gets it out quickly. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Snap it to the back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Rutherford. Still running at the 40. It's a seam wide open. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. second and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Good right down the boulevard. They take a 4-point lead here in the second. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snapping. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Thomas. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help them the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Absolutely center cut. That brings him to within one.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
That's caught. It's Rivers. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking downfield, it's King. He's got him. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Rambling Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC. That was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
The Yellow Jackets are on the move. Right back to the well. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Yellow Jackets get it past the sticks.
This is a guy that can find you the hit yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Good timing on the quick out. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's King. Flips it out on the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Yellow Jackets are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense. 1st and goal situation, you can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
To the air, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's dealt. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Fires to the big fella. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man.
Into the end zone. He's well out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week, he got...
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They've got time. They've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Governor's Cup is on the line, and already the Dogs and Ramblin' Wreck have given us some impressive moments. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking downfield, it's King. Got his man quickly. He steps out right in the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Haynes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Still on his feet. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. Leaves it with the running back. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, giving 5 on the carry.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Keep it on the ground. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Right on the money. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He'll be stopped just short the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They're going to run it. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage with no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some...
Sneaks it in.
It's just so nice to have a signal runner who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my commitment.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They had to stand by and watch that scoring mark. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off-play action on first down. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Back to throw, it's Stockton. They've got the screen set up. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The give on the inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing in this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Catch in the middle. It's dealt. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. It's good. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game. You've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
To throw, it's King. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face 4. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They want to run it left here. Brings it to the open. Got the first down and more. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll give it to him again. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Looking to throw, it's King. Dances away to buy time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the time.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
I tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
With the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal coming up. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. With the catch, it's Branch. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
caught behind the line. It's Bell. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
How nice is it as a defense? You can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home. That makes you feel good if you're the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Throws to the wideout. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds the tight end. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Nice right there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's got some room into the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
We know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone of the field trace. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Looking for a man. It's Kane. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. snagged in the middle. It's Rutherford. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Yellow Jackets back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it to the right. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Lost a pass, and he's got to make a play. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He'll take a shot. In the air, and he's got it for the touchdown, and now they're a 2-point conversion away from locking it up.
Stop it. They got a chance to tie this thing.
Well, it's a great job getting the touchdown. Obviously, now you've got to go for 2. You got to dial up your best 2-point play to try to tie this thing with only seconds to go.
They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. The clock is at 20 seconds left to play. They'll line up for an onside kick to try to pull it out.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And so the Ramblin' Wreck make it all the way to the finish line as Georgia Tech takes this edition of Clean Old-Fashioned Hate. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.